And welcome back. Augustana's run to the D2 Softball Championship was all done outside of Sioux Falls, but their support back home was massive, and they got to see that support today at their champion celebration. The celebration gave Augustana a chance to hear their fans cheer for them one more time, and that was to about the sound of 200 people that they got to hear inside the Elman Center. But after being on the road for so long, the champion Vikings were just fortunate for all the support they got throughout their run.
It's crazy. It's kind of making it sink in a little bit more, seeing everybody that's here supporting us and everybody that watched that we don't even know. And there's so many people out there that are just supporting us, which is amazing. And I love this community. So
this may be their last champion celebration event until the fall, but this team will never be forgotten. 61 wins, that's their most in program history, ties their most. And also, Augie could be right back here next year. They're only graduating 4 seniors. The Canaries defeated the Chicago Dogs 4-2 yesterday and looking to build on that momentum in the first of their doubleheader today. But it was the Dogs who struck first, and as Kelly Dugan hits it deep to right field, and it's out of there for the solo home run. Dogs are up 1-0 after the second, but then they're not done. In the third, the Dogs call yard again. That's Victor Rochi with the solo home run. Dogs now up 3-0. The Canaries, they would get on the board in the sixth as Kevin Taylor hits a grounder. The Dogs, they get the out, but Canaries' Andre Nito gets the score. And the Canaries, they would get another run in the sixth, but the Dogs, they would still get the win 7-2. And the Dogs, they would get both wins in the doubleheader today. The next game, they won that in a walk-off home run in the 8th inning. And the Canaries, they lose the series 2-1, and that drops them to 1 game under 500. And now, here's Zach Borg with your Billion Automotive Plays of the Week.
A busy week on the track dominates our countdown. At the NCAA West Regional, SDSU's Rachel King qualifies for Nationals in style, coming from behind to win her heat of the 3,000-meter steeplechase. At the South Dakota High School State Track Meet, Brandon Valley's Krista Bickley ends her senior season by winning the 400-meter dash for the 5th straight year. O'Gorman's Tate Wishart punctuates the night's State A title in grand fashion with the bases loaded against Mitchell. White River's Kaylin Valandra Prue had a pair of photo finish victories. First, she takes the 100-meter dash by 5 1/1000ths of a second. Later in the day, she wins the 200-meter dash by 4/100ths of a second. Topping our countdown is Dakota Wesleyan's Camber Lamer. Competing just 48 hours after a third and final appeal of a registration error was approved by the NAIA, Lamer fought through illness to capture the National Heptathlon Championship.
With total points of 5,065 from Dakota Wesleyan University, Camberlyn Lamer.
And those are your Billion Automotive Plays of the Week.
The Sioux Falls Thunder were back in town tonight to take on North Dakota rival, the Dakota Fusion. We're going to fast forward to the 23rd minute as Thunder Stevenson Storm, he gets a friendly touch from a Fusion defender, and you'll take that goal any way you can get it. Thunder are up 1-0. Moving into the final minutes of the first half, the Fusion, they get a shot from a free kick, but it's saved by Menor Enriquez, keeping the game at 1-0 heading into halftime. The Fusion, they would strike back early in the second half as they get a free kick and hit the back of the net for the long goal, even in the game at 1 apiece, and they would use that momentum as they get the win 3-1. Sioux Falls' next game will be at home against the Minnesota Twin Stars next Wednesday. Nebraska's star forward Isaiah Roby said that he will forego his senior season in Lincoln and remain eligible for the NBA draft. Roby impressed many teams during the NBA Combine, and the 6'8" forward averaged 11 points and around 7 rebounds during this past season. He has a chance to become the first draft pick for the Cornhuskers since Vincent Hamilton was selected by the Houston Rockets in the 1999 draft. Roby is projected to be a mid to late second-round pick. And yesterday we told you that All-American wrestler at SDSU, Seth Gross, was headed to Wisconsin. Well, today we have even better news as Jackrabbits wrestler Tanner Sloan is headed to Guatemala. Sloan will be competing in his second international tournament after he was selected to wrestle at the United World Wrestling Pan American Championships. This comes after Sloan earned the top spot on Team USA for the 2019 Junior World Championships earlier this month. He went 4-0 during those trials. Sloan will be wrestling in the 97-kilogram division for the junior freestyle competition on June 7th in Guatemala. We did not get a chance to see Sloan this season in Brookings because he redshirted for the Jackrabbits. And that's going to do it for sports. We'll be back with news in just a little bit.